It's been 4 years since we've launched for Africa in 2013, and looking back at some of the work that we've done, especially looking at innovation, access, skills, there's some great learnings for us as Microsoft on the continent, but also the transformation that we've seen since the time that we began working and investing in Africa. The number of SMEs that we've reached, we've brought over 500,000 SMEs online and touched about 1.7 million of them. Those are the numbers that when we look at the potential of sort of creating the market in Africa and sort of tapping into it, that gives us hope that there's actually more work to be done given sort of the proving points that we have so far.
Since working with Microsoft for Africa, we've gone from 15 Wi-Fi hotspots to over 500 Wi-Fi hotspots. Access becoming affordable has meant that people who could not afford to get online are now able to get online. We're seeing a lot of people using their first instance on the internet to develop their sort of digital profiles. People are logging on to the Kenyan Revenue Authority services, they're registering with government. So that, apart from the business case, has been a great impact.
We've been working with Microsoft for Africa to improve the ability of healthcare facilities in Africa to provide better services to their patients through digital transformation. And we've been fortunate to work with Microsoft and our developers in Uganda to build a product that runs on Azure and that affordably allows the clinics to modernize and communicate with their patients. We started with a handful of clinics in Uganda, and now we have over 100 facilities in East Africa on our platform, representing about 1,000 healthcare workers and reaching 2 million patients.
Our partnership with Microsoft for Africa is a gift. For us, it's a gift that keeps on giving. So we've been working for 3 years together. It's evolved from the time that we started in terms of helping us on the product side, but it's evolved into strategy, into helping us with our business model in terms of training. So we find that it gives us lots of benefits in different areas.
Microsoft Africa has helped us with being able to scale up our server infrastructure. Even as we grow, we recognize that we needed to be able to really scale up our server infrastructure, and Microsoft Africa has been incredibly helpful to us as a startup to be able to do that. On top of that, they provided us with volunteers through the My Skills for Africa program. We've to date had a total of 3 volunteers, and they all have been really amazing in being able to help us understand better how to scale up our platform.
The way it impacted me is how I got to learn more about working using technology in Africa. So I never worked professionally in Africa, so My Skills for Africa allowed me to learn a little more about the continent. And the other engagements I had here in Kenya, Strathmore University, in training students on how to develop on Windows mobile applications.
We are privileged to have an excellent partnership with Microsoft. We have interns who have onboarded into our company that have helped us a lot to gain visibility and footprint and make inroads into the company in Kenya. The partnership has really helped the interns in terms of being transformative, in helping them in their attitude, skills and knowledge, and it has been able to impact them in terms of their educational, professional and mentorship.
Over the last few years, there's been a stronger emphasis on sort of the potential of Africa. But when you come and actually see the transformation that's truly happening, right? Like lives that are being changed. A farmer who's able to access financing because he's able to now use mobile technology to sort of get his next financing and grow his business and change the life of his family. There's an opportunity for us to sort of look at where else we can go, right? So not just the existing customer, but also the next market. And how do we create the next market? By building and sort of creating the fundamentals that are needed. We really believe that we can be a strong partner for Africans, but also for Africa's transformation in the digital era.